I'm a complete stationery freak. I get extremely excited about little things like new sharpened pencils, a new eraser, a new notebook. There's something about stationery that it's really hard to explain if you're not a stationery freak. People used to laugh at me, and still do, when I get extremely excited about a new notebook, a little storage box that will really help, getting order in your place. A few times a day I say love it, love it, love it, and it's always in reference to stationery. Basically, it started with me being not so happy what I was doing every day. So one night in the middle of, I think at 3 a.m. in the morning, I was whinging and complaining, telling Paul, what am I going to do with my life? And he just turned the light on and said, why don't we write down what's important to you? On my 3 a.m. list, I had that I wanted to drive to work on a Monday morning being very excited. I wanted to have a business on my own. I wanted to have something to do with design. I want to have some kind of connection with Sweden, and I wanted to make $500 a week. We have had so many challenges, obviously, since day one. To open the first store, we ran out of options. I think we used every credit card that we possibly could get our hands on. But at the end of the day, I had to convince Paul to sell his house. It was a mutual thing. Paul joined the business after we sold his house. We used to sit up, to 3 a.m. in the morning trying to get through the business plan. And I'm not really a detailed person, so it was a real challenge. I didn't really know the basic of business, so when someone asked me to create an invoice, in my second language, I was like, invoice. I actually thought it was a voice system. So you can just imagine from that kind of lack of knowledge to create a business hasn't been that easy. I think everything that we create is one of my favorite products. But if I look back in the last 10 years, I think one of my absolute favorites is probably 101 Dreams. I think dreaming is the first step to actually achieving. In my 101 Dream Journal, I have things like, we have a 3.5-year-old son. I want to join Paul for the speech on his 50th birthday. I want to dance at the wedding of my daughter. She's only 6 months. I want to open kikki.K stores around my favourite cities being Copenhagen, Stockholm, London, Paris, New York, Tokyo. I want to have a balanced life. I want to do yoga every day. There's a lot of simple things, and some things will take me years to get to, and some things will be possible very soon. Well, for me, after all this time, for the last 10 years, it's been all about the product, and it still is all about the product. Do you know what I think it is about stationery? Is that you can actually walk into a kikki.K store and you can buy something for $30 or $50 or $10, and it actually makes you feel great. So over the last 10 years, I don't think our style has changed at all. I think we just are getting better at getting more new products in more frequently into the stores. One of the highlights is to go into stores and actually hear what people say about the products. And I just love, it gives me such a buzz to hear positive comments about our products. I love my customers. Without the customers, obviously, we wouldn't have a business. So I'm very, very grateful to our customers. I love my team, and being employee number 1 to now have over 500 people is just fantastic. It's just amazing to see how much we've grown since I started. My best support is definitely my partner, Paul. Without him, I would certainly not be where I am today. Overall, I certainly have not done it on my own.
I think being organized gives you the freedom to focus on the important things. So I guess after 10 years, it's not about selling storage boxes. It really is about improving people's lives.